Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, so I'm going to give myself a timer of 10 minutes, and I'm going to start it now and count it down, and that way we'll stay on point. Obviously, I'm over here in this small window, but you guys have your assignment due, and I know you're panicking, and I don't want you to panic. I want you to be okay with what you're working on. As I said at the beginning of the semester, I'm going to work through the same process that you guys are working on, and what I'll do is use my paper to try and get a paycheck out of one of these brands. You guys can use your paper to try and get a job out of one of these brands or retailers. So I'm working on the paper at the same time as you. Now, the difference between me and you is I had to pack and ship a bunch of shoes already, work on the website, and do a bunch of family stuff, and just the reality of running a business and trying to teach a class catches up with you. Now, that's an introduction. That's it. We're working on an introduction. And a few days ago, I'm looking at my whiteboard over here that I had behind me in the other video. For you guys that watched that video, I hope you guys are watching these things because they're going to help you. I was looking at introducing a new company, introducing the company to a new segment. So I was looking at Merrill, and like I said, I've never written anything about Merrill before in my life. I know nothing about the brand. I do know something about the brand. I'm exaggerating, a little bit of hyperbole. I know a little bit about the brand. I know that they're an outdoor brand, but what I'm going to have to do is the same thing that you guys are doing, and that is I'm going to have to research. So I'll go Merrill shoes, and I'll look it up, and I'm going to go to the website. Bam, there we go, outdoor store. So we got Merrill, and we're on the Merrill website. Now, like I said, I haven't been here before, and I don't know enough about the company that I can tell you with certainty what the company is or what they do. So we're both going to go through this at the same time, and I'm going to be working on this as you are working on it. I know what Merrill needs. I know that they are not necessarily a brand that black people are shopping with, right? So, but they did some really good work, and I wrote about that on the website recently. They did some really good marketing that doesn't really include, well, not that it doesn't include, it's, gosh, how can I say it? The marketing was for black people. I don't know any other way to say it. I'm at 7 minutes and 32 seconds left, and I still haven't typed anything, and you're like, all right, get to typing something. I'm getting there. Just work with me. Just one of the most beautiful pieces of marketing I've ever seen. And I was like, dude, black people don't really buy Merrill. They don't know what the brand is. And there are some people who do know. But in order to attract that segment, Merrill's going to have to figure out how to introduce themselves to that customer. So in this regard, they did this amazing video. And what I have to do is find out what exactly is Merrill. Now I'm going to inside Merrill, and I'm going to our brand, our story. Now, this gives me a website link. I'm doing two different things here, and I want you guys to kind of stay with me, okay? I'm going to X out of this pop-up, and we have our story. Over 3 decades ago, Randy Merrill began designing and manufacturing handmade custom boots for a small group of outdoor enthusiasts. Now, I see that there, and that's just best hiking boots ever made. It all started with a pair of custom cowboy boots Randy Merrill made the jump from, and this is really interesting stuff, man. I didn't know any of this. Did you guys know this? Probably not. We're looking at all of this information, and we have it here. I can't copy it and paste it because, all right, here we go. There is some part of it that I can copy and paste, but it's not that much, so I'm going to have to type. But here's one thing that you guys have to remember is at the same time that we're working on your paper, on the assignments for this class, you'll see your topic that's due, your topic proposal, and you'll see your expository paragraph, 5 paragraphs. I come down here, and I'm moving way ahead, and I'm doing this on purpose because, where is it? Fiscal control, begin research on pro forma, model analysis, market segmentation, resource list, September 19th. As you begin to research, I'm going to paste this, right? I'm going to the Purdue website. So you see al.purdue.edu. I'm going to this Purdue website because I'm going to put this in. That's not what I wanted there. All right, there we go. And I'm going to click cite, and the citation machine is pulling this up, and it's going to actually try and charge me for it. But it's giving me, oh no, it's not. It's just showing me what it looks like. And I get the APA format for it. Forget this. It's not even working the way I want it to work. I wanted you guys to see how you're supposed to do a website. So forget that. I'm doing this in real time because it's the only way it's going to work is to show you how this works in real time. So that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So we're going to come back here and we're going to look up electronic sources. So we have site, web page, or a piece of online content. If the page's author is not listed, start with the title instead. Date of publication is not listed, use the abbreviation ND. So what we have here is our source. Now I go back to this page, and this page does not have a date on it. All right. As a matter of fact, if I scroll down to the bottom, it's just a 2019. They don't have a date that they created this page where I'm finding out about the information of Merrill. But for my annotated bibliography, I'm going to paste this, and I'm not going spotlight resources. What I'm looking at is Merrill.com, no date, retrieved from, and I remove this, and I have my first source. Okay, so annotated bibliography, and on an annotated bibliography, what I'll have here is this information, and because this is not big, I'm going to block myself for a second here, you guys, and I'm going to go to remove spacing, and then I'm going to hit that. I'm going to make this small again so you can see me, and then on an annotated bibliography, I write a paragraph. The Merrill website presents the history of the brand and how it was launched. How long ago was that? 3 decades ago. 3 decades ago. Period. Now, I'm not writing a complete paragraph, but that's all I need to write for my annotated bibliography, and I have one of my sources so far. So I got that out of the way, but I wanted you guys to see that process of creating an annotated bibliography. I got that from a website. Now, if I run back here to the bookshelf and grab some marketing books off, then I'll be able to use those in my presentation. And I go to my reference list, and this is going to be general format, reference list, books. Over here, and remember, I'm on the OWL, and the OWL is very good about giving you how to cite a book in APA, and then I would be able to take this and use that for my annotated bibliography. Now, this only gives me 2 minutes to jump into my topic. Now, I had already written in the previous video that my topic sentence was going to be Merrill should be looking at the African, and I'm misspelling things, American segment for growth. Now, that's not detailed enough for us to really work with. It's not long enough for what I'm asking you, African American segment for growth. Now, I have to flesh this sentence out a little bit more. I only have a minute or so to try and build this out. So my paragraph, I need 3 to 5 sentences. Typically, I would go through a brainstorm with you guys, but I'm going to just kind of freestyle this and go for it. Merrill has the difficult task of attracting a segment who traditionally isn't a part of the hiking and outdoor sport community. And then I'm going to flesh that out, and then I'm going to say Merrill should be looking at, now I'm going to throw a number out there, however, this group is worth X amount of dollars. Merrill should be looking at the African American segment for growth. I'm going to stop